Hi everyone, this is Dian. Today I'm introduce you Old Growing Pasadena, a new living pavilion. Actually, Old Pasadena refers to original commercial center of Pasadena, and history plays a crucial role in Old Pasadena's story. Following its founding in 1874 as an agricultural cooperative for orange growers, the city of Pasadena is incorporated in 1886. Its commercial heart centered on the intersection of what is now Fair Oaks Avenue and Colorado Boulevard. In late 1920s, buildings were set back 14 feet on each side of Colorado, and most of Victorian facade were replaced by Spanish colonial revival and Art Deco frontages. In 1979, the city passes the Urban Conservation Overlay Zone, thereby saving the historic structures of Old Pasadena and laying the foundation for revitalization. The Colorado Boulevard now is considered as Main Street for both commercial meaning and historic preservation. Buildings on both sides carry abundant historic textures, and these textures, which are treated as 2.5-dimensional forms, are one of the essential aspects to learn the neighborhood of Pasadena. However, most of these 2.5D forms are flat and solid, and only exist on the elevation of a facade as an ornament. The concept of this new pavilion is by using ornaments from three different facades to generate new 2.5D and 3D forms, growing from 2D pattern and blending into 2D pattern. So, the site is a barely used parking lot, located at the intersection of East Colorado Boulevard and Big Bend Theory Way. On the east of this parking lot, there is a bigger parking space, and sidewalk is on the west. So the first step is to transfer 2.5D to 2D, which is by tracing the texture from photos to generate two-dimensional patterns. I got 8 patterns from the chosen facade. These patterns are basically line drawings, representing the ornament's edges. And these edges introduce the hierarchy between different elements. Next step is transfer 2D patterns to 2.5D shapes. The scheme is by extruding 2D line drawings to get flat forms with a different heights. The extruding heights are determined by the hierarchy between different elements from 2D pattern. And these two 5-dimensional shapes are later applied into garden foundations. And the method to generate 3-dimensional forms from 2D pattern is combine two procedures. The first step is taking 2D patterns as a plan and extruding it in Z-axis. Meanwhile, extruding the arch pattern with the hierarchy generated from opening of original building in both X and Y axis. The second step is boolean these 3 forms to get the shapes of a new 3-dimensional forms. There are 8 components. And final step is assembling 2D pattern to 2.5D shapes and 3D forms of the different components. The logic follows the array method from original neighborhood. To be specific, different components share the same borders and edges. Because of the regulation of the sidewalk on Big Bend Theory Way, 2D patterns apply to the ground painting. In addition, considering the privacy between pavilion and east parking lot, 2.5D shapes is introduced as a garden foundations. Different dimensional patterns are mirrored with each other, and Patterns are also mirrored on the adjacent building wall as painting background texture. So this new pavilion, which is by generating 2.5-dimensional shapes and 3-dimensional forms by using 2-dimensional pattern, are growing from old Pasadena texture. The conjunction of 2D, 2.5D, and 3D blur the boundary of each forms. And at the same time, patterns are no longer just ornament, but also as foundation, structure, opening, wall painting, and the furniture. This new pavilion not only discusses a way to generate a new form by using the heritage from history, but also provides a transparent, open, and free space for all lives. Thank you for listening.